Have you ever wondered why some people, even though they're extremely intelligent, are unable to advance in their careers, maintain healthy relationships, or feel fulfilled? It's as if something invisible is holding back their potential. The truth is that many of these people are masters of logical reasoning, accumulate degrees, impress on tests, but fail at the most essential things: dealing with their own emotions, understanding others, communicating clearly, and making balanced decisions. This is the silent pain of a generation that was taught to prioritize intellect, but never learned to recognize what they feel. More than that, they were never trained to transform emotions into practical wisdom. The result is a cycle of frustration: capable but stagnant people, intelligent but reactive, full of ideas, but emotionally unprepared to put them into action. This is where emotional intelligence comes in. It is not a fixed talent reserved for a select few. It is a set of skills that anyone can learn, develop, and apply, and it completely changes the way you relate to the world. In this video, you will learn 10 traits that emotionally intelligent people share. Most importantly, you will understand how each of them can be developed with real-life practices in your daily routine. If you feel ready to take a leap, not just professionally, but as a human being, this could be your turning point. Let's get started. The foundation of emotional intelligence begins within us. Before we can influence the world around us, we must understand, regulate, and direct what happens in our inner world. Here are the first 4 traits that support this foundation. 1. Self-awareness. Emotionally intelligent people know how to name what they are feeling. They recognize their triggers, understand how emotions affect their thoughts and decisions, and use this clarity to act more consciously. Developing self-awareness is the first step to getting out of autopilot. 2. Emotional self-control. Feeling anger, frustration, or fear is natural. The difference lies in how we deal with it. People with this trait are not hostage to their impulses. They take a breath before reacting, choose when and how to act, and that choice preserves relationships, opportunities, and well-being. 3. Intrinsic motivation. More than external rewards. What drives these people is an internal sense of purpose and direction. They don't depend on validation from others to keep going. They know why they do what they do, which makes the journey more consistent and less vulnerable to discouragement. 4. Adaptability. The world changes. Circumstances change, and emotionally intelligent people know how to change with it. They don't resist transformation. They learn from it. Adaptability isn't weakness. It's a high form of practical intelligence that reduces suffering and expands possibilities. These 4 traits form the core of emotional self-management. Those who master this foundation have more clarity, more focus, and more control over their lives. In the next part, we'll explore the skills that make all the difference in relationships and how you influence the world around you. No talent flourishes in isolation. The greatest human achievements in any field stem from our ability to connect with other people. And this is where emotional intelligence shows its true power. 5. Active empathy. Empathy is not just feeling what someone else feels. It is genuinely caring. It is stepping outside of yourself and making room for someone else's emotional world. Emotionally intelligent people know how to read subtle cues, a silence, a change in tone, and respond with presence. This transforms conversations into trust and ordinary relationships into deep bonds. 6. Genuine listening. Truly listening is rare. How many times have you just waited for your turn to speak without really listening? People with this trait devote themselves to listening as a practice. They silence their ego in order to understand. This kind of listening has power. It dissolves conflicts, reveals opportunities, and strengthens bonds. 7. Effective communication. Knowing what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. It's not about talking nicely, but communicating clearly, respectfully, and assertively. Emotionally intelligent people don't hide or run over others. They speak with intention. And because of that, they are understood, respected, and followed. 8. Conflict management. Conflicts are inevitable, but when handled well, they become turning points. Those who master this trait do not run away or explode. They listen, welcome, organize ideas, and propose paths forward. These people do not divide, they restore. They do not create tension, they create solutions. These 4 social skills can be practiced every day, at home, at work, in any human interaction. The next part reveals the 2 traits that define inspiring leaders and people who leave a positive mark wherever they go. If you seek to evolve and make an impact, stay tuned. Positive influence and continued growth. Emotionally intelligent people don't just live better, they lift everyone around them. The last 2 traits reveal the quiet but profound impact these people have on their environment. 9. Inspiration and emotional influence. More than commanding, it's about inspiring. People with high emotional intelligence have a contagious presence. They bring out the best in others, not through fear, but through trust. They know that the emotional state of a leader, whether a manager, teacher, or parent, spreads like ripples. That's why they cultivate balance, enthusiasm, and clarity. They are anchors in the midst of chaos. And that kind of influence is lasting. 10. Continuous learning and evolution. They don't consider themselves ready. They know that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. They look at their mistakes honestly and without self-sabotage. They seek feedback. They reinvent themselves. They believe that emotional intelligence is not a destination, but a journey. And they are committed to walking that path every day. These 10 traits are not innate talents. They're trainable skills. And the more you practice, the more natural they become. If you want to become more centered, more empathetic, more effective, start with one step. Choose one of these traits and carry it with you today. Listen with more presence. Breathe before you react. Ask before you judge. Learn something from every emotion. That is the power of emotional intelligence, transforming you so you can transform everything around you. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and like this video. Let's build a world with more awareness, clarity, and connection together.